that stream, let me dream 'neath the sky. This old heart keeps on beating, repeating fond echoes of the brave and the bold riding high.
Hey, Jeff!
Going back at your ranch, just find you down here. Got a message for you from the railroad.
Thanks, Judge. We're just cutting out their beef now. We're going to take them down to construction camp tomorrow.
They told me to get that to you right away. It's important.
Well, of all the...
All of what?
They're not going to get away with this.
Get away with what?
See you later, Judge.
Now, if that wouldn't frost a cake.
Anybody here?
Yes. Oh, hello, Jeff.
What's the idea, Mr. Stevens?
Idea? Idea of what?
Canceling my beef contract. I raise the best beef in this country, and your construction camp's been getting the pick of the herd.
Here, take a look at this. Came through yesterday.
Complete shutdown of all construction.
That's right. I've already laid off all my men, canceled delivery of materials. So you see, we won't have much use for your beef.
I don't get it. I thought they were anxious to get this road through.
Well, I thought so too. But until I get further instructions, I guess we'll just all have to sit tight. I'm sorry, Jeff.
So am I. I'll be seeing you.
Fine hat. I wouldn't trade that for a dozen sombreros.
Oh, Uncle Roy, am I glad you're back.
Anything wrong?
Well, Mr. and Mrs. Peralta are here, and you'll never guess what they want.
All right, girl, if I'll never guess, you'll have to tell me.
A divorce.
Oh, a divorce? Now, where do you suppose they got a fool notion like that? Hello, Warren. Mrs. Peralta?
Buenos días, señor
Buenos días, señor juez.
What's all this nonsense about a divorce?
Sí, señor juez, that's what we want.
Is that what you want, senora?
Seguro, definitivo.
Sí, señor judge. A divorce.
I see. Now, why don't you wait here? I want to ask your wife some questions.
What for?
It's the usual legal procedure in a divorce case. You come with me, Pilar. Pilar, I want you to tell me the truth. You really want this divorce?
Oh, no, Judge, no. But Juan does. And I want him to be happy.
But you're a good wife. Why should that make him happy?
Because she's younger than me and beautiful.
She?
Dolores Ortega, the girl Juan wants to marry. After he divorces me.
Dolores Ortega, the singer at the canteen. He wants to marry Juan?
See.
It's a puzzling case. I'll have to think this over.
Oh, Judge, I am so unhappy.
Now, don't you worry. You go on home, Pilar, and just leave it up to the old judge.
Gracias, senor, gracias.
So you want to get a divorce, eh, Juan?
Sí, señor juez, and don't talk me out of it.
Oh, I wouldn't do that. Of course, you understand, Juan. Divorce is pretty expensive.
I got money. I got $15.
$15? Why, that wouldn't even pay for calling court into session. That wouldn't pay for one bang on that gavel. $15.
Well, how much a divorce costs?
Oh, we might get by for, $150. I don't mean pesos.
150. I don't have that. But when I do, I will come back.
Yeah, you do that. Any mail for me, honey?
No, Uncle Roy, but there's a package.
Package? Where's it from?
Detroit?
Detroit, Michigan?
Is there another Detroit?
When I come to think of it, I reckon it ain't.
Right Bite Company, makers of No Click, No Slip, Munchers. What in the world are Munchers?
Oh, I think I know what these are. Those are Miss McSweeney's new china.
In such a little package? And she lives in a railroad shanty. What does she need with new plates?
She needs these, all right.
What is it? Come on. Oh, no. You mean that's what Munchers are?
Yeah, now imagine what Miss McSweeney will do to a walnut with them, huh?
I'll be ordering teeth by mail. What do I think of next?
Yeah, we're living in a great age, honey.
But how's she know they'll fit?
Oh, I just had her gum near her core and sent that back for a model.
Oh, Uncle Roy.
Hi.
Jeff, what are you doing here? Thought you were cutting out beef for the railroad.
I was. The road just shut down construction. Canceled my contract.
Shut down? What for?
Superintendent got a telegram. Tell him to stop everything. That's all he knows.
Say, that'll leave you available for a couple of days, won't it?
What's on your mind, Judge?
You know that the pretty girl sings over at the cantina, Dolores.
Ortega? Slightly.
You know any reason why she'd want to marry Juan Peralta?
That skinny little weasel, I should say not.
You know, neither do I. That's why I think there's more to this business than meets the eye.
I still know what you're talking about. What about his wife?
He wants to divorce his wife so he can marry Dolores.
What?
I wish you'd ride over to the cantina, Jeff, and find out what goes on with that girl.
It'll be a pleasure, Judge.
You just stick to business.
Don't you worry about me, Letty. I can take care of myself.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Dolores. Remember me? I was in last week.
You were?
I want to talk to you. Come over and sit down.
Look, mister. What are you trying to do?
Just call me Jeff, honey. Honey, ever since I came out this country, I've been wanting to find a girl just like you.
Really?
I've got a lot to offer a girl. I'm, well, not bad looking. I've got a nice ranch. Not big, but good size. Run 800 head of cattle.
My.
Yes, sir. And I've got a nice little house to go with the spread. So how about it?
How about what?
Joining up with me. Sharing it.
You mean marry you?
Well, what's so funny?
You must be crazy. Besides, I'm marrying someone else.
Who?
Juan Peralta.
Juan Peralta. Now I think you're the one that's crazy. A girl like you marrying him? Besides, he's already got a wife.
Not for long. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Tell me, why are you so set on marrying him? There must be some reason.
Maybe I love it. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Wait a minute.
This guy bothering you, Dolores?
He sure is.
Outside, friend.
Do I know you?
The name's Dan Bartlett. Now, do you get out or you want to be thrown out?
I think I'd like to be thrown out.
Suit yourself, mister. Lefty, Curly. The gentleman wants to be thrown out.
Change your mind, wait for me. I'll be back.
Judge Bean?
That's right. What can I do for you?
My name's Pearson. I'm in charge of clearing title to right-of-way for the SP Railroad.
Yeah, I guess land titles are pretty vague out in this part of the country.
You know, we thought we had title pinned down all the way west, and a snag developed here at Langtree.
Did you have anything to do with the shutdown up at the construction camp?
Until we can determine who really owns the land the right-of-way is on and make a deal with them, it'd be pretty foolish to keep building, wouldn't it?
It sure would. You'd have lawsuits stacked up in court a mile deep.
Yes. Now, by the way, how do I get to the railroad camp from here?
Oh, come over here now. Come over here. Please, take that main trail up over the hills, not very far.
Good. Now, after I've reported to Stevens, I'd like the three of us to get together. When would you be available?
Almost any time.
Good, good. Then I'll get word to you. And thank you very much, Judge. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, likewise.
More coffee, Uncle Roy?
Just a little, honey.
Senor Josh! Senor Josh! Senor Josh, now you can bang your gavel.
What?
I can afford it now. The whole business. The divorce can begin.
Now, wait a minute.
It's all here, Senor Josh. $150.
Juan, where'd you get all that money? You didn't steal it, did you?
No, Senor Josh, I won't do a thing like that. She loaned it to me.
She?
See, my Dolores. She loved me awful bad, Senor Josh.
Yeah, I guess so. All right, Juan, this'll pay the court costs. But before we start proceedings, maybe we'd better talk over the settlement.
Settlement?
But you didn't expect to live with her for years and then leave her without a cash settlement.
To tell you the truth, Senor
Or
Josh.
maybe you'd prefer alimony. That way you pay her once a month for practically the rest of your life. And if you miss one payment, you go to jail.
That is no good, Senor Josh. The calabozo. How much the settlement costs?
Oh, maybe $500. And not a penny less.
$500? Gee, well, I'll see you, Judge.
The poor man. Almost makes me feel sorry for him.
Yeah. You know, I can believe she'd want to marry him. But to pay money to do it...
What? $500?
Not so loud.
This is getting expensive.
We ain't too far to back out now. It's our only chance.
It's better work.
All right?
$500. Ay, gracias, señorita, gracias. $500.
You know, this marriage business is beginning to smell phony.
Why? Nobody knows what we're doing. How could they?
I don't know, but I'm sure going to find out.
Jeff tells me you've been having a little trouble.
Yeah, I was just telling Mr. Pearson here how much this delay was costing. If we're held up another week,
Well,
why...
it shouldn't be hard to get those titles. Everybody wants the railroad.
Sure they do. But how do you get clear title to land in Texas? Why, it's been snarled up ever since the original Spanish grants.
Yeah, and the Indian treaties to worry about, Republic of Texas records.
Say, Mr. Stevens, would you do me a favor?
Certainly, Judge.
I'd like to send a message over your telegraph. If I'm right, I may save you a few $1,000s delay.
Well, then I'm all for it. You go right ahead. It's that tent right over there.
Good.
You mind if I go with you, Judge?
If you don't mind, it's personal.
Oh, sure. How's it going?
It isn't. The judge is stalling Juan about the divorce.
Look, Bartlett, if anything goes wrong, if word of this ever gets back to the office, I'm ruined.
Not only ruined, but in jail, right alongside me.
When I wrote you this plan, you said there would be no problem about carrying out your end of the deal. That's the only reason.
There hasn't been any real trouble yet, and there won't be if we play it right. What'd the judge go in there for?
Well, he asked Stevens if he could use the telegraph to send a message.
About what?
But he wouldn't say.
You know, I think we'd better find out.
Thanks, boy. Well, now, if that wouldn't frost a cake.
Come on, hurry it up.
It's a fine way to treat a nice hat.
He's back.
That's nice. Who?
Juan?
Oh, well, maybe it's just as well. By the way, lady, you remember that old book of land titles we had around?
Oh, you mean the one I wanted to throw out?
You didn't?
No, but I should have.
Hey, well, find it for me.
Mire, Senor George, muchos pesos for the settlement.
But fine, Juan. Dolores?
Sí, that girl me quiere mucho.
Loves you awful bad.
Muy
I
linda
know.
mujer, es muy preciosa. Ay.
All right, now we'll just get to work. Here, court's now in session. Judge Roy Bean presiding.
Bang it good, George. I'm paying plenty for it.
Quiet. The case of Peralta versus Peralta. The court costs having been paid and the settlement taken care of. And since the couple have no children...
No children.
What's the matter? You mean to tell me you do have children?
Dos hijos y dos hijas, Senor George.
2 boys and 2 girls?
I'm sorry I didn't tell you, Senor George.
I'm afraid that changes everything. That brings up the whole question of child support.
Child support?
That costs an awful lot of money. Awful lot of money.
You can bang that gable while I still can afford it, Senor George.
Court's adjourned.
Here's the book, Uncle Roy.
Oh, good.
Is Juan divorced yet?
No, it's sure expensive. Judge, if you will excuse me, I'll...
Well, you stick around, Juan. I think this will concern you. Yeah, here it is. What is your father's name?
My father's full name?
Yes, his full name.
José González Guadalupe Andalucía Moreno Pascual Rodríguez Jesús Morales de Peralta.
And your grandfather's name?
The full name?
Yes, his full name.
Pedro de Miguelito Concesión de Benito, Michoacán.
No. How did he find out?
Who knows? Maybe he guessed.
This doesn't mean that he knows everything,
Maybe not, but that marriage gag sure ain't gonna work now.
I'm kind of glad.
but there's nothing else we can do.
Oh, yes, there is. We're gonna do it right now. Curly, come on.
And your great-great-grandfather's name?
Oh, have a heart, Uncle Roy.
His full name?
The full name? Jesús de Guadalajara, Domingo, Belmont, Juárez, Cielo, Antanza de Castañeta, Pelota, McGregor.
McGregor?
See, somewhere there was a McGregor.
That explains it. Now, you run along home, Juan. When I work this out, I'll come over, and I may have some good news for you.
Bueno, señor juez. Adiós, señor juez.
Adios.
I don't get it. Come for a little divorce.
Get over there and sit down. Now, do as we tell you. You're a dead hombre.
I
heading, Judge?
Out to Juan's house. You got some good news for him, I hope.
Sign it.
I won't sign it.
I said sign it.
Can I even read it to know what it's all about?
Sign it or you'll never see your wife again.
You mean that is a divorce?
No, it's not a divorce. But you know what'll happen to you if you don't sign it.
Who's that?
It's the judge.
Looks like Juan's got company. What do you suppose the idea is?
My guess is Bartlett and the girl got tired of waiting for the divorce.
We've got them holed up in there. But how do we get in?
Well, there can't be over 3 of them. Hey, Jeff, did you ever see a house without a back door?
I get it. Keep me covered, Judge.
Fine mess you got us into, you and your divorce.
All right, you two. Drop it.
All right. He's now in contempt. All right. Going back over to Langtree. Order in the court. The defendants will rise and hear the sentence of this court. We find you guilty on all counts. For attempted alienation of affections and collusion, we will fine you $650, which this court now holds. For conspiracy to defraud the railroad, 2 years in the state penitentiary. Court's adjourned. Lock 'em up, Jeff.
All right, let's go. Move. Come on.
What is this all about, Judge?
Juan, I got a telegram yesterday. The federal courts have declared all old Spanish land grants valid. Since you're the last surviving descendant of McGregor Peralta, that means you own most of the country around here.
I do. Then that's why that girl was so anxious to marry me.
Yes, and after you were married, Dolores and Bartlett and Pearson could have held the railroad up for thousands. Of course, they'd have had to murder you first. How about that divorce? You're rich, you can buy 100 of them.
No, Senor George. If it's all the same to you, I think I stick to Pilar. She is a pretty good wife, and she loves me. Besides...
What?
I don't think she will kill me.
Don't be too sure about that. Come, I have two things to tell you, young man. Get out of the boat.
Yeah, sure beats the dog.
I can hear every steer, the sound of the thundering herd. It's so real, I can feel the warmth of a friendly word. So I know I must go to the land of the Pecos, there to stay